Hi, this is a tutorial for Pa makeup. We are going to do a little bit of a sun kiss, sun damage effect, and dirt application. We are again going to use the alcohol palette. It's the EBA sort of skinny palette, and actually I am going to tear a sponge in half, and now you see how these areas are very square. What we want to do is make it into a dome, so um, we are going to pinch off the edges, and so it creates a nice uneven texture that can deposit a very nice sun damage effect. Here is very important that you are going to be light-handed and be mindful of where the sun can hit somebody's face, so don't confuse it with the blush application. So usually sun will hit you at the areas that are more outside of your face, so top of the eyebrows, on the receding hairline, cheekbones, nose, of course, these areas. So here we go, and I'm going very lightly, but you can probably see the difference. And here, don't work it in. That's a good rule of thumb. I think this one is too even, so I'm putting a little bit more texture by pinching out some areas and going to test it. This to be a bit better. Okay, so it looks a bit like that. This is a little bit uneven. Okay, so here we go. I put some up here already. And he's also, yeah, drunk, so around the nose, that's a good area. It's okay to go a little bit over, or I should say, if you do go over like I did, sort of by accident now, we can always fix it. And I'm using alcohol, which is a bit releasing fumes. Well, not releasing, it's, as it evaporates, I can smell it. So if somebody's doing it, just be sure that you talk to your actor, that they don't suffocate. And if the neck opens, then let's do some over there. If the hand, some over there too. So now I look a bit like a I don't know, a mistake, but that's okay. That's the first step. Yeah, okay, very good. So the second step is taking a cotton round, or maybe a Kleenex, but cotton round I think works a bit better. And I'm going to just do the final placements on this. So I'm putting a little bit of alcohol on it, and where I find it's too much, not with a wiping motion, but more rather than a lifting, I'm lifting some color up. Obviously, if the first sponge application was perfect, then you don't have to do it, but I find that this may be somewhat faster. Everybody's different, so you figure out what's best for you. I'm not really sure actually why I did it on the chins. It made sense at that moment, 2 seconds ago, and I sort of like the look. Well, so glasses and alcohol fumes, great combo for not seeing. Okay, here we go. On the forehead as well. So see, it's a little bit start taking shape. And yeah, I didn't apply any foundation or any previous application. I don't think it's necessary. If the actor feels that they absolutely have the foundation, then a skin tone foundation will be okay. I think my monitor reads a little bit heavier than I wish, but that's okay because that's what I go by. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is I see that something is going on, kind of thing. The dirt will happen with a bigger brush that I think you might still have to source, and this is a liquid dirt alcohol. I'm using a empty CD case as a palette, so just put a few drops down here onto my brush. And these are kind of things that you sort of have to see in real life. There might be an argument that if I don't see it, is it there? Well, it is, but you know, these are subtle applications. You want to be very sure that you don't see the brush strokes. I don't have the perfect dirt color. It's a little bit grayer. Also, what you just saw me do, it's a twist top. This is sort of how they come, or in a spray. I think I ordered a spray bottle, but either way, there's a stone in it to shake it up because it separates. And be mindful to close it when you start shaking it, so you don't spill on the ceiling like I've done a million times. See? So now I have a little bit of a dirt as well. And you decide where you put it. I'm not sure if Pa gonna wear glasses or not, but don't avoid the eyes, you know. So sometimes makeup gonna look like a raccoon because people don't want to go to the eyes. So you know, you can do such a thing as have him wrinkle on the side and take the dirt when it's still wrinkled, and when you straighten it out, it should have lines. Yeah, there are a bit of a line, so that will be something. Same thing, you can have him wrinkle the forehead, and when you release, those lines will be automatically there. Same thing in the neck, you know. We're trying to create natural areas where the dirt could be, so you apply it with this. Also, the sunscreen is sort of like a shine, so at the end, see, so when you put it on, it's shiny right away, but even when it dries, oh, it's burning a little bit. When it dries, it will be a little bit shiny, so for somebody who's been on the fields, it's gonna be a nice shimmery effect. On the hands, what you can do is put the makeup on the hand and spray sunscreen and do like you're washing your hands. Sunscreen, strangely but wonderfully, also works as a sealer. So this is a light application. The more you repeat, you know, the more there will be in terms of dirt, you know. I think we're not gonna do too dark. Also, always match the dirt application with the wardrobe. So, you know, if you compare the two arms, you can see the difference, and you can finish with the sunscreen. So the hand application I will do on a separate tutorial.